Okay. Okay. I'm back, bitches. It's been me. Always has been. Um, I think I should call this shit Who the Fuck Cares? Because ain't no one watching. It's okay. It ain't for nobody. This for me. Um, yes. This is me investing in something and just doing something and just seeing what happens. The only thing I've done that with is boxing. For 10, starting in like 6th grade was the first time I went into a boxing gym, and I never took it super seriously. But I can say the first time I went into the gym was in 6th grade, and so it's been well over a decade. And to me, that's the one thing I'm fucking good at is fighting, is throwing some hands. Um, and I guess music too, which I haven't been rapping for 10 years, so I'm not as good at rapping as I am at fighting. Even though I'm not that great at fighting, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, music, I feel like I've gotten good at because I've been listening to it forever. So, rhythms, vibes, stuff like that, that has been well over 10 years of experience. So, I want to do the same thing with this. I want to see what the fuck happens. I want to see what I look like in 10 years. And I feel like I could be more consistent with this than with journals, because journals, they just take so long, and by the time you're done, your hands all worn the fuck out, and you only wrote like 5 pages, and it felt like you've been writing for like ever. And this ain't that. Who's to say I'll ever see this? This shit is going into the void. Just something beautiful about that. So we'll see. We'll see if I ever revisit these videos. But that don't matter. What matters is that I want to try and stick to something and see where it takes me. And I hate committing to things that are complicated or really tricky. It's a great segue. And so I can't, I won't talk about politics. Ugh. Because I have never ever fucking cared in my life. Ever. The way I've viewed it since I was a kid is that's something that people really, really care about. And it's too complicated for me to understand. That's pretty much how I viewed it. So I just didn't touch it. And I would always view how people got so angry and so upset all the time about their point of views and how they felt about political shit. And I just felt it was so fucking stupid. Because, I don't know. To me, again, you only have so much energy. And to me, why concentrate on things that don't like that have nothing to do with me? Because for real, they don't. And from everything that I heard growing up about politics, it sounds like it's a game that's happening amongst itself, over there, that decides what happens in my life, but how much say do I really have? I get to vote and shit. I still don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I still never voted. But I just don't touch it because it just looks icky and black and gross, and it looks like it it just can cause a lot of problems. So why even go there? You know what I'm saying? Which is hilarious because I don't feel that way about religion. Why I do feel that way, but I don't give a shit about it. I'll go right into that. But no, the reason I've never liked politics is because I feel like people will take such a strong stance about some shit. Like they'll hear, like, I don't know anything about politics. So like somebody will say like, oh, the president said this in some address or some shit like that, and I hate it because blah 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 blah, and then they'll give me like 3 or 4 points on something, and then I'll be like, wow, it sounds like like you really don't know that much. It sounds like you like watched a video or heard your mom or your dad say something, or like like to me it always just sounds like, wow, you know a couple things about that subject, which sounds extremely complicated and really hard to understand. And you have like such a strong opinion about it. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just feels like people have holes everywhere because, again, I feel like everything is valid. I feel like all perspective matters. Um, all perspective is what makes like true understanding. And so when somebody feels so strongly about something or some reason because of like their specific circumstance, it just makes me feel like there's so much that they could be missing, that they probably are missing because it's impossible to understand everything. Um, that I just feel like it's dumb to feel strongly about shit. Because you never know. Because the whole point is that your mind's supposed to change. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not supposed to feel the same way. You're supposed to come upon new information and then adapt off of it. You're supposed to use it to further yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense why somebody would die for a color like red or blue. It's so stupid. Anyway. uh, um yeah, so anyway, I don't touch politics, but recently I listen to tons of podcasts and tons of shit like that. So and I got a new job which allows me to pretty much listen to podcasts all day. I ain't bitching. um I really enjoy it, and I've been, for once in my life, trying to like delve into more political. It's not even me that wants to. I listen to lots of Joe Rogan. Yes, I know. I know. Anyway, and he has comedians on. Anyway, he just talks about what's going on all the time in life and this and that. And so I started listening to specifically some political people, and just to like dip my toe in it and be like, what is this? Maybe I'm misjudging this thing, you know what I'm saying? Which I probably totally assumed I was. um I just, I don't know, hearing people talk and what it's all about and watching stuff, it's like a soap opera for old people. It's like people get to play sports, but with like the world, pretty much. That's what it is. There's teams, and there's people you like, and there's people you don't like, and they don't like one another. It's like it's supposed to be a game that opposes oneself. The whole purpose is supposed to be to like make everything get along, everyone get along, and find some sort of peace and harmony, I would assume, like throughout living. You know what I'm saying? That life should have some sort of a balance with structure and freedom. But nobody wants that. Everybody wants money. And that's really what it is. I feel money. I still don't understand really the concept of power. I can't, like, obviously I can say power, but I can't really grasp um, power. But money, I feel like, is an easy one, you know? Like, the limits for wanting power, I guess money feeds into that too, but I just feel like money is so obvious. And it's shitty. Money ruins everything, honestly. But I guess it also creates the things that I love to a point, and then it ends up destroying everything. It's pervasive. I love like movies and stuff like that, and I hate what's happened to the movie industry over COVID. Um, I hate what's happened to the movie industry in general, or how it's been, um, with the whole representation, this, and make sure we have enough black people and gay people and Mexicans, and it's just frustrating because that's all about money. It's not about art, you know. And I guess it's the same way with politics, that it's supposed to be about one thing and it's totally about another. And yeah, I don't know, listening to political people talk and hear what they have to say and kind of understanding what it is that goes on in the political sphere and throughout the world, and how countries, like, talk with one another, and relations and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of, I'm sorry, it just sounds like a bunch of old people that got in charge, and now they play a game up here that's like on stilts above the rest of us, and they pretend like we get to play with them. And in reality, they all just figured out how to get up there so that they can make ridiculous amounts of money and help each other out, so that they can all stay above the rest of the normal people, and they can make rules so that they can get more money. That's so stupid. Confirmed. Politics is retarded. So dumb. And it's frustrating because I don't see how, like, not what it solves, but where it ends, I guess. I don't see how any of this ends. Not well, anyway. I've been thinking lately, it's interesting how we don't view ourselves as, like, destructible. It's really weird, but for whatever reason, I feel like America will be forever, when the truth is, it won't be. And there will come an end to the way I live. And I wonder if it'll be a good one, if it'll be for the better, if something better comes along than what we have now. Doesn't seem likely. So I'm scared. I don't think so. We could become robots or some shit. Would that be better? Would that be worse? Aliens could come. This isn't Joe Rogan talking, this is me for real. Because I be thinking about this stuff. Like, I don't know, we could fucking blow ourselves up. Or something terrible could happen. Like, what if, like, if you had a portal and you could just teleport to exactly where you are 50 years from now, what the fuck do you think would happen? Think you'd still be in the same house? You think that people would still think the same way, Like, things could be so completely different. Like, imagine taking somebody from, like, the 1800s, some fucking slave owner, and then chucking him into 2000s, like, I don't know, Brooklyn or some shit like that. What the fuck would happen? They'd probably die, bro. They'd die. I don't know. I don't know. And who gives a shit? What was this? It's like 6? Whoa, 6. Well, cool beans. Alright. 15 minutes is long enough. If I have more shit to say, I'll say it later. Alright. Love you, bro. Today was what? February 9th. It's Makachev versus Volk this weekend. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think Volk could do it. I'm just saying. If anybody could do it, it's Volk. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself because Makachev is so undeniable. He sliced through Oliveira like butter, bro. That was the fight to me where I was like, what will happen? And he made that shit look easy. It was like Khabib was in that bitch. Fuck. Who are you gonna have to beat this man? I'll tell you who. He's fucking 4 feet tall. He's got rage of fury. He used to be fatter than your mama, but now he's not. Now he's a champion. He has no hair. He's Australian, mate. And he just might be the next double motherfucking champion. Could happen. I'm excited to see. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. I'll let you know what the fuck happened. I'll let you know what's up. Alright, love you.